Hello, everybody. This is Johnnie Geathers. Welcome to another JG Mental Health Fridays. I hope all of you have a great day so far. If you just got your day started, I hope you have a great day. Today's topic is called suppressing emotions. Suppressing emotions is the prevention of ignoring your true feelings. It's holding your feelings in fully without saying what your feelings are and everything. And I feel as though we all go through the moments of suppressing emotions. I know for me, I'm guilty as charged because I do it on occasions where I hold my feelings in. And once they get to a particular moment, I just take it there and go with it and everything. But with suppressing our emotions, there's a lot of things that can impact us when it comes to suppressing our emotions. And I'll tell you a little bit about it more later in this video, but I want to tell you some moments of where I was suppressing my feelings and I lashed out. So going back into June, during Juneteenth weekend, me and a couple of my fraternity brothers, we was out at an event called Intermissions. There is a particular brother that has some issues with two other brothers, but this was been carrying on for the last 2 years now, and how now it's impacting things within our chapter and such. So with that, it kind of, with that particular individual, I say, let's come to this event because everybody's going to be out to support each other in that moment. And then it just was an awkward feeling. Leading into the next day, which is the day after Juneteenth, me and this one brother had a conversation, and he kind of felt slighted about how things were. And I had told him, I said, well, I wanted everybody to come together because of, just to enjoy ourselves and just to have fun. We shouldn't just say, oh, if this person coming, I ain't coming and all that stuff like that, because that's childish. Regardless of the situation or the beat that y'all got going through, put it to the side and focus on the networking, the gathering, and the support. So there was one thing that he had said, and I just lost it. I went off on it. I'll be honest. That Friday after Juneteenth, I went off on everybody, and no one could stop me because I was fed up, and I just yelled and burst out like a lot of different things that I was dealing with from what I went through since coming to Pittsburgh in 2011 when it comes to the fraternity and everything of that nature, and how I feel as though like most of the things here within this chapter wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me. So I'm like, okay, if y'all want to if y'all want to act like this and do that, y'all can have it. Y'all can have it, and I'm going to just stick to, do what I got to do within my career, within my health, and all that stuff like that, and see how long y'all last, because most of the stuff here wouldn't be where it is without me. So, and all that. And it kind of was like that moment of putting myself out there to say, yo, y'all need to put this to the side, for not just for me, but the aspect of the organization and the chapter and everything. Then on top of that, I had another moment where I was just releasing my emotions back during our conclave week and everything, because I've had some emotions about things that was going on during conclave. And then even right after conclave, I was going through a financial situation where my cards had got messed up within the hotel, and it was basically brought me back to the same experience I went through last year when we had our regional conference in Harrisburg and my card had got messed up and stuff. So I was in that moment of like, you know what? I'm not holding this feeling in. I'm saying what I gotta say, and everything. And most people was like, "Well, Johnny, chill, calm down." I'm like, because I'm so used to holding my stuff in. But now I'm gonna say what I gotta say, which is why it's important to not suppress your emotions. And really, whenever you feel something, you say it. Because let me tell you the reason why, what the effects are when it comes to suppressing emotions. It can cause stress. It can impact your physical health. It could cause negative impact of relationships, and it can lead to depression. When it comes to stress, there are moments where, with being stressed, it's like, okay, you're holding this over, it's like you're carrying a baggage for things that shouldn't be your baggage anymore. Physical health, I already told you about me with my seizures and everything, that I gotta make sure that I'm good so I won't have another episode and everything. Negative impact of relationships. So basically when you're suppressing emotions, it's kind of more so like you're on a fence with people, you're tiptoeing, you have to feel like you gotta pick sides and all those different things. So that could, cause an impact in relationships. And then depressed, because low key, you're down and out within yourself, and you're like, man, how can I really fully express myself if no one wants to hear me out? Or if I express myself, I might cause some chaos or cause some tension and everything of that nature. But the coping exercise I want to leave you with when it comes to suppressing emotions is awareness and emotional regulation. So with awareness, I want you to be able to sit in your feelings and accept what your feelings are. And then with emotional regulation is being able to identify how can you regulate that emotion in that moment. Sometimes whenever we have our emotions, we kind of go to the reactive side of it instead of really thinking about processing and thinking through these feelings. So with emotional regulation, you might be like, okay, I'm feeling this feeling right now. What can I do to get over it? It might be a moment of taking a deep breath. It might be a moment of calling somebody. It might be a moment of doing something fun and things of that nature. Another aspect of emotional regulation might be to say, okay, what is the true feeling of what I'm feeling right now? Because it might be that it's a deeper emotion than what you're actually feeling and stuff. So, having a sense of awareness and then practicing emotional regulation. And that's all I want to leave you with today. If you have any words or topics that you want me to address on JG Minute Fridays, you can contact me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out the videos on there. Also, go on my website through Wix to check out the videos on there. Learn more about me. Check out articles out there for Helpful Living Magazine and ways to connect with me for speaking engagements and opportunities. I just want to let you know that the video that will be coming out next week will be something special because I have a guest that will be on next week. I won't tell you who it is, but you'll see when that time comes. But as always, I appreciate all of you for your love and support. And now I'm going to leave you with the closing message. Reflect on the positives, plan ahead, and relax. RPR. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Be well. Be blessed. And peace.